Hello, everybody, and welcome to your November month ahead reading. Before we get into the month ahead forecast and the pick a card, I did want to remind you guys who are interested in either coming back to the festival to see me in person or maybe seeing me in person for the first time. I will be attending the Victory of Light in booth 815, just like I was there in April. So I will be in the same booth. And that will be the weekend before Thanksgiving. And I believe that is November 19th and November 20th. And I will be doing in-person readings for you and also shamanic personal clearing. So it's going to be a great time. I hope to see you there. I will leave a link in the description of the video if you would like more information on how to attend. It is at the Sharonville Convention Center in Ohio. So anyway, can you believe that it is November? Can you believe it? October's already gone. It's just like going so fast for me. And today in particular, I got this big push of forward moving energy, and I'm interested to see how much that comes out in the groups that we have before us. You will probably notice that we have hummingbirds as signifiers for the group. So for group number 1, we have this clear hummingbird with white glitter. See if I can position it the same way. Group number 2 is this pink kind of iridescent hummingbird. And for group number 3, we have this really pretty aqua. There's a lot of bubbles in her in this one. And there's also glitter on the wings as well. All right, so if you need a moment to kind of meditate with these groups to really feel where your messages are for your month of November, please feel free to pause here and take your time. So I will see you at the beginning of your reading. Please feel free to click the timestamp to fast forward to your part of the reading. All right, let's get started with group number 1. If you chose the clear hummingbird, let's get your messages for your month of November. Let's kind of put her up here for you. And let's get your overall theme for the month of November. We have authenticity number 10, so the 10th of the month could be significant. Who I truly am is good indeed. I am authentic in thought, word, and deed. All right. Definitely getting a heart space vibe for you, group number 1. I feel like you're really going to be speaking from the heart a lot this month. You might be asked to speak from the heart, actually. So I'm feeling like there might be a situation like a gathering or something. I'm seeing you kind of like at a table, and see like the way she's posing there. It's almost like she's listening and getting ready to speak. So I'm definitely getting that vibe. So if you're feeling that in your heart, an instinct to speak up, please know that for this month, Spirit would love for you to do that. It feels like it's going to be very, very helpful. So let's get some more information about that. We'll go ahead and get some angel tarot out for you. See what kind of dynamic you will be dealing with in the month of November. What does group number 1 need to know for their highest good? Okay, we had a couple come out. I feel like there's one more. Wow, my goodness. You might have quite a lot going on this month, I'm seeing. I'm sure you saw the velocity in which that shot across the table. And you might feel the need to kind of clean things up as well. So I wonder if you're like hosting a get together, or maybe you're considering it. Let's go ahead and get these cards out. So first we have the 5 of Fire. And then we have the Star. Then we have Ego, which is traditionally the Devil card. Very interesting mix of energy here. And then this one shot across the table, the Chariot. Okay, if there was a card to shoot out, it does not surprise me that it would be the Chariot. Okay, so let's get these all in here. nestled in. Definitely getting a cozy vibe from you. Yeah, it just feels like you're focused on like rearranging things. So I wonder if you are planning to have people over, you might kind of redecorate or like organize the furniture in a different way. I wonder if that's resonating for you, or maybe you're attending an event but you're helping the person set up, like, American Thanksgiving or something like that, or even like a birthday party. But with this Five of Fire, I wonder if you are concerned about, like, is everybody going to get along? And then with the Devil card, it feels like there might be kind of some toxic kind of energy going on. But woven in between these two cards, which feels like what you are concerned about, maybe people disagreeing or getting caught up in misinterpreting things, not seeing things clearly, you do have the Star and you do have the Chariot, which are very positive cards. Let's really focus on those. So with the Star, happy times, make positive, optimistic, long-term plans. You are on the right path. The Star also kind of talks about like your life purpose, which is kind of bolstering that message that we got earlier, that if you're feeling in your heart like you are being called to almost like mediate in a way. This is giving me temperance vibes down here. I just feel like you're a really good communicator and you have really great insight. You're probably foreseeing this before other people might, just trying to prevent a conflict from happening. And I feel like you have a really strong connection to the divine, so you probably receive and channel messages, and the Star can talk about that, channeling a life purpose and bringing it, anchoring it down into the earth for all of us. Okay. So that is a great confirmation that even if you do find yourself in some awkward situation, and I don't feel like it'll be you who is having a conflict with someone else. I feel like you're going to be like present while it's happening between other people. And like, thank God, honestly, that you're there, because I feel like you're going to bring a lot of truth into this situation. And typically, I would say 99% of the time, when you offer your truth, it is met with their version of the truth as well. So it's like you're introducing this sanity into the situation where, like, if you weren't here and all there was the Five of Fire and this devil energy, this ego energy, oh boy, that would be an interesting celebration. Okay. And with the Chariot, I just feel like if you watched the intro of the video, it just feels like a ton of momentum moving forward. So again, I feel like this month is going to be very fast paced. You might even have like car things to figure out, like renewing your tags, renewing your driver's license, something like this. Maybe buying new tires for the car, I'm hearing for some of you. It just feels like you're really amping up to end the year. It feels like you have a couple things left on your list that you would like to check off. And maybe like having this event is one of them. And you're like, let's just get it done. Okay. So I actually feel like there's one more tarot card in here for you. And I'm curious, I was just wondering if this is not resonating for those of you who chose group number 1, but you don't have an event that you yet know about. What else could this dynamic be speaking of for group number 1? Oh, and we have the Magician. Okay. Wow, this is a huge month for group number 1. These major arcana cards could all indicate days of the month that are significant, I'm going to say. So we have the 1st, the 7th, the 5th, 17th, and the 10th up here. So lots going on for you, never a dull moment. You are ready. You have the resources or the ability to manifest them, and life is magical. Okay, so for some of you, it does feel like some part of your dream, of your life purpose, is coming through, but part of your beliefs about yourself could be stopping or stalling that manifestation. See how fast it wants to come through with the Chariot. But with this ego card, there might be some self-limiting beliefs going on. Like, can I really handle that? Let's say that my business did, like, explode, or let's say that I grew an online presence, or let's say that the love of my life walked through that door. Would I really be able to handle it? Um, am I beautiful enough? Am I attractive enough? Am I worthy enough for this? So I feel like that's going to come up for you in November. And I feel like part of you and who you inherently are is you are a creator with this magician. You came here to create something significant. And I feel like it's time to allow that to happen. Wow. Okay. So I feel like for you, since there's so many major arcana, I feel like we're going to go ahead and get some shamanic oracle cards for you. We're going to start moving into the realm of advice or other themes that you might see. Oh, wow. Your cards are really just flying across the table tonight, group number 1. Ooh. Okay. Let's see what we have for you. So first we have the Earth Keeper, number 18. The images on these cards are beautiful. And then we also have the Gatherer, number 21. Yeah, I feel like you're going to be playing many roles. Not all of these cards are like people, So I feel like your November is focused on others. So I wonder if you have, I'm just really getting this like event energy, like you're going to dinner with people, maybe to celebrate a birthday, or Thanksgiving, things like that, some kind of party. And I feel like you're very much a peacemaker in these situations. So with the Earth Keeper over here on the left, I feel like part of that advice, when you come up against this conflict, and again, if I feel like you're really just going to be caught in the crossfire in this situation, I don't feel like you're going to be staring down the barrel of the gun. You know what I mean? So with this Earth Keeper energy here, I feel a message coming through about not forgetting who you are. You are part of the earth. You are part of Mother Earth. And I just feel like you're a very grounding presence for a lot of people around you. So you might actually find that people approach you a lot in the month of November for advice, actually. Because I just feel like there's so much fire around you. You might actually have someone close to you that's going through a really tough time, maybe dealing with an addiction of some kind. And you are very much a grounding energy for this person. And it's not anything you have to do or say to deliver the grounding energy. It's really just who you are. Just because you exist, you help to ground this person. And just know that they are very, very grateful for this. And with the Gatherer, I feel like you might be making arrangements, gathering gifts, gathering resources, decorating, but for many people. So this is a very important role as well. And I'm also hearing something about backup. So I just feel like you're an amazing planner. Again, you might be planning a party. I'm sorry, I feel like I've said that a million times. Spirit just really wants me to hammer that home. But I'm hearing this message about your backup plan. So you're an incredible planner. You have plan A, of course, but you also have like B through D as well. So A, B, C, D. In case one of those doesn't work, you have backups. And it feels like one of those plans in this month is going to kick in. And you're going to just feel like a freaking genius, I just heard. So if you like bought yourself insurance, it's going to come in handy for something, or you know, your original plan falls through, you get rained out somewhere. You already made plans to go inside, or you already have backup food in the fridge in case this delivery doesn't work out. It just feels like you are so on top of things for so many people. So you're like the heartbeat of the family or your friend group. You really are. It's like you beat the drum and everybody shows up. You're the glue. Okay, wow. So let's get some advice for you. You've got a lot going on, group number 1. What advice do you have for group number 1? For their highest good, Spirit. Okay, the energy is gaining momentum. Oh, I know. We have the Chariot here. Any advice for group number 1 in their very busy month? I just heard don't let yourself get too off kilter or off balance. And I'm seeing the Two of Pentacles, if you're familiar with tarot. So I feel like really make sure that you're maintaining your own footing, because I just feel like you're taking care of everybody else this month. Okay, let's see what else they have to say. A win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. Libra is all about mastering relationships as well. So this is a great sign that whatever this situation might be, if there is some kind of conflict, I feel like it's not going to cause such a scene that the event is ruined. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it'll kind of pass and you will be able to temper this situation and kind of speak some truth, you know. Sometimes you got to let them know. And then we have a new start is coming, new moon. Okay, I don't see that card very often. Look at all this beautiful purple. Yeah, major crown chakra energy for group number 1. You're probably getting a download. Like we said, under here with the star card, that can indicate an ability to channel messages and anchor them down into the earth. So this crown energy makes, or all this purple makes a lot of sense to me. But a new start is coming. I wonder what that is about. Let's get an abundance card. What is this new start, Spirit? What does group number 1 have to look forward to in the month of November? Could you clarify that, please? Could you clarify the new start for group number 1? Oh, wow. It's taken a while to come out. What is it? Maybe it'll be towards the end of the month. Could you clarify this new start for group number 1? And we have divine abundance. You were born to align with love's will. Follow the Tao and serve something beyond the ego. Oh, and we have the ego card under here. Oh my gosh. Wow. And I don't always read these descriptions, so it's interesting they had me do that. And I think it was to hit that word ego that's under there. Learn to be abundance, not chase it. Yeah, and with this authenticity, it's just honestly part of who you are. Wow, so you have a lot of divine abundance coming to you with this crown chakra energy, not surprising at all. I think you're getting a major upgrade. If you communicate with Spirit, it's going to become even easier than it already is. If you're not into that and you're just like out here, I just feel that you will reflect so much more. It just kind of radiates from you effortlessly. This beautiful divine energy. People really want to be around you. So what else does group number 1 have to look forward to in the month of November? What blessings are coming their way? Okay, we'll take that one. Limitless. Wow. You have huge energy this month. And then we also have for you faith. This was just our card of the week not that long ago. I feel like you are just so in tune with the universe, or even like your religion. It just feels like that's so important to you. I'm hearing that it could be something on the mother's side as well. So maybe you had like a religious family, you grew up in church, something like that. It could even be this event that kept coming up for some of you is tied to faith, like a marriage or vow renewal, or it takes place in a church, maybe even remembering somebody who's passed on. Wow. Many synchronicities in this group. You're going to have a very powerful month of November, but I'm feeling like you'll be leaving very satisfied. You'll be leaving the month very satisfied. And I just heard grace. So I feel like you're really going to be handling everything with flow, divine flow, bringing that into the situation as well, and handling it with a lot of grace. So let's get your final takeaway message for this month of November. You can't see me, but I am closing my eyes. And for you, we have hold your ground. I have a feeling you hold down the fort for everybody. I feel like you've done that for a long, long time. And you're just going to continue to be you. So please don't worry too much about potential conflict. I really feel like if there even is any conflict that seeps out, it'll be very surface level, and we'll be able to kind of nip that and continue on with whatever beautiful ceremony or party or get together that you encounter in the month of November. All right, so those were your messages for those of you who chose group number 1 with the clear hummingbird. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. All right, let's get started with group number 2 for those of you who chose the pink iridescent hummingbird. Let's get your messages for the month of November. And we're going to start with your overall theme of the month and then get a bunch of clarification and guidance on this. So let's see what you will be dealing with for the majority of the month overall. And we have healing, number 29. So the 29th could be significant, where you see a lot of this occurring or being highlighted. Candle flame, burn this hour, bring to me your healing power. Oh, interesting. So this kind of like urn is catching my eye. So I'm wondering if this has to do with a passed on loved one for some of you who chose group number 2. You could have some sort of memorial service, or even like commemorate a special day with this person. You could receive messages about this person. It just feels like a significant relationship with a male is going to be highlighted in this month. It feels very positive, of course. And I feel like this is something you would already know about. So this is, if you do not know, if you chose this group and this is not resonating, it's not an omen that something bad is going to happen. It's just a message for some of us. Please, take what resonates and do not let the rest take from you in group readings, especially. Anyway, let's go ahead and get some tarot on the table to see what dynamic this healing is going to be underscoring. Oh, we had some come out. We have the Emperor. So that's an immediate confirmation of that message I was getting for some of you who chose group number 2. The Emperor is the father of the tarot for sure. And then we also have the Four of Fire. Lots of stable energy. You have 4-4. You might be seeing repeating 4s. The 4th of the month could be significant for you as well. Okay. I'm making a little bit more room than the last group, so I think you have more tarot cards to come out. So let's see. What else for group number 2, Spirit? Oh. Let's see. Okay, so we have the 5 of Fire. And then we also have the star. That came out for group number 1 as well. Different placements, but you could have been torn between groups number 1 and 2. And then I believe there's one more tarot card that's wanting to come out for us over here. Okay. Oh, this one? Yes. Oh, we have the Queen of Fire. So there you are, confident, warm, intelligent, and graceful. Stretch your wings and fly. Don't underestimate yourself. Assert your independence and creativity. Okay. So I feel like you might have a creative calling in this lifetime because here you are, the Queen of Fire, right on the star, which can have to do with life purpose. And I'm seeing some nodding heads here from spirit guides. So we're going to be talking about your life purpose for a little bit in this reading. And it feels like that's how you kind of usher in healing into the physical realm, is through your creativity. So you could be a musician, you could create art, textiles, you could create online content. I just feel like overall, you could even have like really great fashion or express yourself through different colors and jewelry that you wear. I just feel like you're a very creative and expressive person. And I'm hearing that people love that about you and really want to be around you. But it's interesting we have this progression here between the 4 of fire and the 5 of fire. Interesting. Okay, so over here in the Emperor, I feel like this could either be a yang aspect of yourself, or there's a sort of either a father figure or a male authority figure that is going to become like a pillar of your life in the month of November if they aren't already. So this could be like a boss, your dad. It could even be your significant other. This does feel like someone who is older than you, though. Okay, let me just take a moment to look at this here. Successful completion of a project. So for some of you, this could be a relationship that you're healing with this male authority figure. I'm hearing this could have even been an ex of yours who was older than you. I'm really getting physically, but sometimes they can be talking about spiritually as well. So it could just be they're an older soul, or they have an older feel to them. Actually, this deck just fell literally like in my lap. So I feel like they want me to use this to kind of clarify who we're talking about. So these are archetype cards. We will get this male energy that I'm picking up over here, and then we'll get your energy over here. I do want to clarify, when I say male, it is not meant to like gender anything here. It's just that we all possess all types of energy. So I just wanted to let you know. Sometimes yang or male doesn't always translate as to a masculine physical form, but rather a masculine energy. Okay, and over here for the Emperor, we have the Poet. Expresses soul insights in symbolic language. Okay. Someone very good with words. Okay, and then let's get your energy over here with your Queen of Fire. Yeah, I think this is my relationship pile. I had a feeling there would be one, so that's why I had the archetypes cards out. And you are showing up here as the mediator, very similar energy to group number 1. Gift for negotiating fairness and strategy in personal and professional life. Respect for both sides of an argument. Okay. So I feel like And again, with the star, I feel like you're a very grounding energy for this person. They may not want to admit this, but they do get caught up in the way things feel. And they become a little, how do I say this? It's like I'm seeing a balloon and the ribbon that it's attached to is being cut and they just kind of float away. You know what I mean? They can get lost in their head, lost in thought. And it sometimes makes it difficult for them to really come back down to earth and like put it into words. But when they're able to, it can be very beautiful and profound. Whether they've shared that with you or not, I feel like for the majority of you, they probably have not shared that they are poetic and have a gift with words and language. In fact, if they are, for some of you, I feel like because we have repeating fours here, this person may have been in your life for quite a long time. And in order to maintain stability, or at least the appearance of stability, they probably would not share that with you. But then here you are over here, the mediator. And the star, as we described in group number 1, often can speak of channeling divine energy into the earth realm, and sharing it with other people. You're channeling healing energy into this situation. And I do feel like the Queen of Fire and the Emperor, how you two are showing up for each other this month, these two people would really get along. They would really understand each other. I just feel like you're able to warm them up a little bit. This person can come off as a little cold and strategic at times, a little detached. Detached, that was the word that I was trying to get over here with poet. Yeah, and so shadow attribute, because I'm hearing for some of you, this person has shown up in the shadow a lot, turns a lyric gift to negative or destructive effect. So I'm seeing like a knife in a back and then being able to turn it. So this person could also have a really unfortunate gift to figure out the worst possible thing to just upset you, hurt you so bad in a way that you will always remember. So it could be that they've been really destructive with their words before. That aspect is being, something with that is being healed. So I'm getting just a lot of turquoise right now as well. Maybe you will actually talk about that with this 5 of fire. Competing goals, bothersome details, conflict with others. I feel like this person peacefully, with peace and love, I feel like they are more concerned with the appearance of things than the reality of things. And I think you're concerned with reality. And you're also concerned with healing. And that's your role here. I feel like you know this about this person, that they really just want to stay surface level, that they really want to appear cool, calm, collected, in control all the time, no matter what. And you know that that's not true. That's just not sustainable. That's just not reality. It's not. So those are the competing goals here. We have like needing to seem in control, and you're like, I need to tell the truth. I need to be honest. I need to heal. I need to heal. I feel like you've realized that recently. And there's going to be an opportunity to talk to this person about this. For some of you, I really feel like this is your dad. I feel like that's your dad. Okay, wow. Let's get some advice for you. Oh my gosh, this is a lot. And I just heard you have no idea. Oh, I just heard you have no idea, sis. All right, let's get some advice for group number 2. Healing with this father energy. Emotions are running high. Yep. Yeah, I feel like you're over it. I feel like you're over this facade. Maybe you even have this routine. I'm getting a lot of different scenarios, I'll be honest here. For some of you, I feel like this could be like a boss, like a manager, and you have this little routine. You come in and you're so frustrated. And he's like, hey, how was your weekend? Oh, it was good. Let me tell you about mine. And it feels so fake. And it just feels like you're so fed up with it. Or if this is a father figure who is still in the earthly realm, it's like you get together and they bring up the same things over and over again, and it just kind of feels meaningless to you. And you're like, you might even, oh, oh wow, this surprises me, Miss Mediator. You might bring up this conflict because I feel like you're like done. You're like, could you be real with me for 5 seconds? How much longer are we gonna do this? We don't have all lifetime to do this. Yeah, I feel like you're done dancing the dance with the poet. I feel like you're over it. Okay, wow. And then we have your dreams need a practical plan. So maybe you fantasized about doing this, about, oh, when I confront him, I'll say this and this and this and this. Or when I confront my manager, I'll make sure to say these words and it's going to be amazing. Well, I feel like I feel like for some of you, you're actually going to do it. And it's really important, I'm hearing, to kind of ground, like the star, kind of ground that fantasy into reality and really truly tap into your mediator abilities. And, it might feel really satisfying to say, like, you're an asshole. Like, is that truly helpful for you? Like, what's the desired outcome, and what things can I say to take a step towards that? I know that's not like as fun, but it feels like this is gonna happen. What was that? Nothing is yet set in stone. It didn't completely flip over, so I won't take it. What else for group number 2? Group number 2, who has been imagining comebacks and a scenario that hasn't yet happened yet. Oh, I've done that so many times. Oh, okay. So we have we have 2 Leo cards. Wow. Maybe this person is a Leo, or Leo time is very significant. Maybe you're a Leo. Don't let pride get in your way. And confidence is your key to success. Interesting. New moon and full moon. Yeah, I feel like you're just really torn. I feel like you've thought about having this conversation, but you might not be able to imagine a way and where it shakes out and it's truly helpful. You're like, yes, I want to do this. This is amazing. And then you're like, maybe not. I don't know. Am I coming from the right place? I think I think the conversation is going to come to you. And I feel like in the moment you're going to take the opportunity to have this conversation. So just heads up. And again, I feel like Spirit's saying, let's really get practical about preparing you to deal with this conversation and what it might bring for you. Okay, my goodness. I mean, this is taking up your whole month. This is a very significant moment for you. This could be a conversation that you've literally been waiting a lifetime to have. And I know that sounds dramatic, but sometimes that happens, if you come from a family like I do, where sometimes people just don't speak to each other for long periods of time, it could be a situation like that. Let's get some abundance in here. I would like to know what you can look forward to, because this is just a lot to deal with. I also feel very strongly that you do not want this to be dramatic. And it does not have to be. It does not have to be at all. So if you are worried about that, please don't be. There's a way to do this in a non-dramatic, truly healing way. And I just heard ready for any outcome. So with this, emotions are running high. You just want to, it's almost like you're reparenting yourself a little bit. And you're like, it's almost like I can hear you talking to yourself. It's like, well, if I really was honest with this person about how I felt, what are the possible ways they could respond? And would I be okay with all of them? It's just make sure you have your own back when you go into this. You've got to be okay with whatever they say, because that's just out of your control. You know, you only have what you can control and what you choose to do in response to things. Yeah, I'm definitely hearing have your own back. Divine abundance for group number 2. We have freedom. Yeah, I feel like this has been on your mind for a really long time. We have acceptance. Maybe you feel that this person never truly accepted you or cared about you in a way that was really real. And you're going to be freeing yourself from that this month. And then we have grounded. Yeah, again, you are very much a grounding force in this situation. I feel like you are someone who has broken generational cycles. Or if this is a work situation for you, I feel like you are acting differently from the people who have come before you and those who will come after you. You're very memorable. Okay, let's say that. You're very memorable. Very much a force of change in this situation. Yeah, it's interesting that this image of these bound hands is drawing me over here to this emperor. So there's something about control, like needing to control you or silence you or something. And you're just going to be completely flying away from that this month. So seriously, I just heard a spirit guide say seriously. Seriously, if you are watching this and this is resonating, but you're terrified of having this conversation, I almost feel like I could cry. Please, please trust yourself that you've got enough guts to deal with this, okay? This feels so important for your growth and your healing. You might have avoided this for a long time to not upset this other person. And if it's like a generational thing and it's like a respect thing, I get that. But if it's a fear thing, please do not let that hold you back anymore. This is a huge opportunity. And we, all of us here, really hope you take it. You deserve this. You deserve to be free from this. I just feel like this has been going on forever. Or certainly it feels eternal. Maybe you've known each other in past lives and you've done this a few times. But my Lord, this is getting out of hand. I feel it. Maybe that's you talking. It's like, this has been going on for long enough and I just want out. Well, it is time to reclaim your power and you can do it this month. Okay, let's get your takeaway message. Wow, very like big energy for groups 1 and 2. Okay, I'm gonna close my eyes and get your takeaway message here. And for you, we have begin. Begin. Yeah, I feel like this is something you've played out in your head many times, but you've never actually seriously begun to kind of plan it out. And so for real, like, if this is a huge conversation with your dad, or with, it could even be like dealing with someone who's passed on, who was really controlling or even abusive in some situations, like, please do what you need to take care of yourself mentally and emotionally through this process, spiritually, physically, all of it. But I'm definitely getting some kind of like consultation energy. So maybe like some type of healer or therapist, or even someone in a church. I just feel like you're talking to a trusted authority, someone who is someone who is removed enough from the situation to be able to offer insight and guidance in a way that really allows you to begin to heal in a way that you never have before. This feels enormous for you, group number 2. And I hope you're not too overwhelmed by it, but I just feel like it's much needed. It's been coming for a long time. And November is going to be a big catalyst in making that happen. Oh, that's so exciting. So those were your messages. If you chose the pink iridescent hummingbird, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful month, and I will see you next time. All right, and let's wrap things up with group number 3. If you chose the beautiful, bubbly aqua hummingbird with the glitter, let's get your messages for your November. What's going on? What are you dealing with? What do you have to look forward to? This kind of has like a spunky energy already. I just feel like you're very playful, so I feel like you might be getting together with people. It's just something I'm picking up with your bubbly blue hummingbird. Okay, so let's get your main theme for the month of November. We have joy. That's just perfect for you. Number 16. So look forward to the 16th of the month. Might want to mark that on your calendar for something particularly joyous to go down. As I do will, so mote it be. Let joy and light radiate from me. Yeah, I feel like you bring a lot of joy to a lot of people. I feel like you're a social butterfly, or if you aren't typically, you are going to be this month. I just hear you laughing. I feel like you have a joy guide around you who's definitely helping to get the energy moving this month. So let's get your tarot out immediately. I am curious about what is going on for you. And I feel like we're just going to knock. And I feel like they want to do that a couple times. So we'll get 1, 2, and then they said knock again. Okay. And we'll get 3, 4. Interesting. Yeah, so this feels like a very big change for you. So let's see. It feels like you're coming out of a period of challenge. So maybe maybe through October you were dealing with a lot of turbulence, or even like discomfort. You might just dealing with a lot of stuff. So you could have felt like I don't have a lot of time to experience joy on a regular basis, which sounds kind of sad, but I feel like that's actually what you've been dealing with. But just the fact that they had me pick those cards in a way that I haven't before, I just feel like it's a big shift. You're going to be doing things differently in the month of November, and it's going to bring a beautiful, bright, joyous energy into your reality. So let's take a look at your tarot. We have for you Justice. I love that. That feels very epic. Feels very satisfying. And then we have Balance. Wow, 2 major arcana right away. And look at this. You have a completely different layout than the other groups. Then we also have Ego. Wow, number 15. This is also the Devil card. Don't panic though. We'll see what's going on. You have Joy. I mean, how bad could this be? And then you also have the Magician. Whoa, group number 3, you have all major arcana cards. This is a very significant month for you. When that happens, I would definitely take a look at all of the numbers as dates. So we have the 1st, 8th, 16th, 15th, 14th, 15th, 16th is going to be very significant. Very significant right there. Okay, let's take a look. So we kind of have a universal message coming back from group number 1. I'm realizing I feel like it echoed a bit in group number 2, but again, we have both Ego and the Magician kind of together. And it feels like you might be making future plans and allowing self-limiting beliefs to hold you back from creating something. So an example would be, maybe you really want to plan a huge trip, but then you start thinking, can I really handle that? Do I know enough about this to really plan this out? Do I have, or maybe I won't have enough money, or maybe something weird will happen with the pandemic again, or maybe the airports will get shut down. It just feels like you're getting stuck in this negative, what does that say? Negative or fear-based thoughts. Yep, just like the card says. And it's kind of dampening your manifestation. So this is just kind of a heads up to like not do that. It's very simple. I mean, this is in a future position, so it's not something that's happened and it's not something that's set in stone. It feels like you're planning something, and then kind of scaling back your plans or even delaying them because you're afraid of either being disappointed or things not working out. So very simply, Spirit's like, let's just not do that. Just don't do that. That's fine. Just let that go. Just let this ego little part go. It's easier said than done. I do feel like there could be something else going on here. Nope. I wanted to come back and get a tarot card, but they're like, no, let's go ahead and get a tarot card right now. For some of you, that could be a little more serious than just, overthinking and worrying. Let's see. Yeah, the Devil card and the Ego card, rather, in this deck can kind of highlight. I know toxic is a word that's overused a lot. It can talk about like a toxic dynamic. It can talk about addictive patterns and behaviors. Definitely something that makes you feel bound when you are not. So let's clarify the Ego card. Spirit, could you clarify ego for me? For us, for group number 3. Why did I say for me? And then we have the Queen of Air. So here you are. Oh, it's you. Okay. So you are in your own way, is basically what we're saying. With peace and love. I'm sorry, that was so blunt. Independent, experienced, realistic, witty. There you are. Objective decision making, clearing away all that no longer serves you, seeing the humor in the situation. And especially with joy, I feel like Spirit's saying, let's lighten up a little bit about the future. I just feel like you're putting so much pressure on yourself to like perform. And I keep getting this message about a trip. So if that's really resonating for you, it's like you're not a professional trip advisor. Like, it's okay. It's okay to like, make room in case something messes up, or have an alternate plan in place, or like, it's okay. It's all right. Yeah. I feel like you would really love to be able to just see into the future and know for sure that everything's going to be perfect. I can tell you, you got the Joy card and you have the Magician here. The Magician says you are ready. You have the resources and the ability to manifest them. Life is magical. Group number 3, it's magical, okay? We just need to believe it. Just need to believe it without having all the answers, without having all the foresights. Okay. It's okay. All right. Yeah, I feel like you must be taking care of some kind of piece of that. Some like I'm seeing this puzzle piece just going like ka-chik, like perfectly fitting. So if it is an international trip, you're getting your passport or something like that. You're buying your piece of luggage. You're booking the date. You're making sure you can get PTO at work. It's something like that. Okay, beautiful. And then in the past position, we have balance and justice. Oh, okay, so they just had me look at the bottom of the deck. We have the 3 of Air here. So this can often talk about sadness and heartache. So it feels like something in the past happened where, frankly, justice was served. And if this hasn't already come to pass, I feel like it will pretty quickly in the month. It just feels like balance and the truth are going to be revealed in a situation that I'm hearing very much needs it. So you could feel just totally helpless in the situation, since this 3 of Swords, 3 of Air energy is here. Yeah, it's time to heal, a need to forgive yourself or others. But it feels like justice is coming in first, or maybe even karma. So if you're dealing with a person, it feels like something really stung or was painful and truly unbalanced and unfair. It feels like kind of like the karma and the universe are coming in to correct that. When justice is here, when justice shows up in a reading, fairness always prevails, always. And it feels like you are longing for that. You were longing for that in the past. So it just feels like that's a huge weight that is very quickly lifted off of you in the month of November and makes a lot of room for joy. And with justice, this can also deal with contracts. So just keep that in mind if you're like, what in the world is this about? It could even be like letters, things like that. So restoring balance to that situation where something felt very unfair, very uncalled for. All right, you have all major arcana except for the card that signifies you. So let's get your shamanic oracle cards. I think only 2 groups got cards from this deck, and here they are already. We have the sorcerer. Again, I mean, this is basically the magician. And then we also have lightning. Lightning, number 30. Okay. And they're having me look at the bottom of the deck again. So we have the eagle under here. So this is very much heart energy for me with the eagle. It's also bringing like this feeling of justice as well. So it could be, this is just a final message about this situation over here being quickly resolved. It's either just being resolved as you're watching the reading, or it will be in the very beginning of November. Okay, this justice being served. It could be that you didn't realize how much heart healing that was going to bring until it came to pass. Does that make sense? So if it's like a contract thing, if it's like a legal thing that's like finally finalized, you might like cry because you're so relieved. And I feel like that might really surprise you. It feels very beautiful, very, very beautiful release. Okay, so with these 2 cards, very powerful energy. All 3 groups, I have to say, have had very powerful energy. With lightning, I feel like you're channeling or moving through intense awareness and realization. But with that, you become very, very present and more able to recognize and feel joy. So it feels like something sudden might happen, surprising, or there's just a ton of momentum, a ton of people trying to get a hold of you, a ton of events, a ton of things that come up for you to deal with. But it feels like you're able to do it pretty easily, honestly. Because I just feel like the sorcerer works with lightning. The sorcerer almost is a conduit for lightning. You're bringing that energy down. You're like channeling energy and grounding it down into the earth and creating with it. So you have the magician and the sorcerer. This month is truly magical for you, group number 3. And I'm hearing do something with it. So definitely when you start feeling this energy and feeling like I feel like I could really take care of and like plan really big things, like do it. And when you have this much joy around you, this much lightness, this is the perfect time to make plans, because you're sowing seeds. I'm so excited I can hardly even talk. You're sowing seeds with such pure intentions and happiness that it comes back to you. When you put that out, it comes back. Wow. Okay. Let's get some advice. All right. So how can group number 3 make the most of this joy, this creation energy? What advice do you have for them for the month of November? This is probably the most positive group of all three. And you're probably one of the more positive people in your circle. So you deserve a positive month. Okay. You and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. Ooh, I wonder if this justice is being served in some kind of family situation. Okay, and then we have adjustments are required, third quarter moon. Yeah, we're definitely going to adjust that's your spirit guides talking. We would love to work with you on what you believe about yourself and what you believe is truly possible. You might be sitting here watching this reading thinking, I believe I can do it. I believe it's possible. There's something though. There's something here that's holding you back a little bit. So I feel like Spirit's inviting you to take a deeper look there into self-worth. And I just noticed the lower three chakras are highlighted here on this chakra stone over here. So definitely take a look at how you're feeling about yourself, your worth, because what you're creating is kind of like, it's fueled by what you believe you are worth, if that makes sense. So if you're creating plans, just make sure, just double check with yourself, double check with your inner child that this is coming from a place of joy and anticipation and excitement for all of the good things that are coming your way. Okay, and we also have, what do you need to release? Waning moon. Yeah. Anything that is kind of holding joy away from your heart needs to go this month. So like when you leave work, when you put down your work, whether you work in a corporate situation or you're an entrepreneur or whatever you're doing, truly do your best to just leave it at the door. Don't bring it home with you. I feel like that's easy for you to do. You're just you strike me as a very logical person. You're just able to deal with many things at once very well. So you just kind of have taken up a habit of doing that, I feel like. So if there's something that's not quite done at the end of the workday, you might stay late to finish it or even bring it home to finish it. And I feel like not for November. Let's not do that for November. And then for you and your loved ones are safe. You and your loved ones are safe. I feel like you're creating that feeling. So I feel like there's someone, it really feels like family. Cancer is a lot about the home and family. There's someone part of your very close inner circle, so like a best friend or a family member or something like that, who feels very safe with you. And there's something about your connection in November. Maybe you offer condolences or you just connect with someone one-on-one in a really special way. You really balance the situation, you balance the dynamic. It just feels like there's some kind of resolution over here that's needed to be, it's needed to happen for a pretty long time. And it's a relief to have it done and you feel safe again. So maybe you've been anticipating this coming to light for a long time. But it feels beautiful. It feels like it's really going to be a favorable outcome for you. And I don't use that word very often, favorable. Okay, so what abundance, what good things does group number 3 have to look forward to in the month of November? Whoa. Yeah, we have karmic and energetic clearing. So yep, just kind of reiterating that message that came through just now. About something kind of being released here, justice being served in a situation that might be, with family or like a close loved one. Just feels like we're clearing out some old karma that's been hanging on for a while. So what other good things, does group number 3 have to look forward to? And we have faith again. This came out for another group. Beautiful. Okay. I feel like that goes right there. And then we have sacrifice. Yeah, you do not have to sacrifice the scale of what you would really like to manifest. So don't scale back the trip. You know, don't allow these fears talking to you over here hold back your plans. Wow, that must be very important for you, because Spirit has really like repeated that message a few times for you. And then just one more, we have allowing in the very center. So allow joy to come to you this month. Gorgeous, beautiful, you deserve it. And I feel like you're going to be a little bit silly too, because I just did that really weird voice. So I feel like you're going to be joking around and laughing a lot more. All right, so let's get your final takeaway message for the month of November, group number 3. And we have for you, wait for the right moment. All right, yeah, I feel like you might have been waiting for the right moment in both of these situations, in making the future plans. Maybe you've had to delay that a couple times or something. It just feels like timing. Maybe you even had to like sacrifice, or it didn't feel like it was going to happen. Your big future plans. For a lot of you, I really feel like that it's a trip that you were planning to travel. And then for this karmic energy to be released, for justice to be served over here, it just feels like that you were waiting to do it. Maybe waiting on them to respond or something. It just felt like the timing didn't feel right, and it feels like in November, it's finally gonna line up. Either it's finally going to line up, or you're going to realize, oh, I can just decide that the time is now. And I can just make the plan, and I can just decide to change it later if I need to. And that's the beautiful thing about energy as well, is that it's changeable. It's moldable. And when you are, I mean, this is truly the energy of the hummingbird here, is joy and lightness of being. When you are coming from a place of joy, I mean, that is just one of the most beautiful energies that you can be in. All right, awesome. I'm so excited for you, group number 3. You have a beautiful November coming to you. Thank you so much for watching. Those were your messages if you chose group number 3. I'm sending you tons of love and light. I hope you have a wonderful month, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye.